Good Sunday morning, and welcome to Ice HTV. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning. Got some people racing down the back roads already. Man, I'll tell you what, this is crazy. Man, if it wasn't for Roland calling me, I don't even know if I'd even still be awake. These damn series. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good and having a blessed Sunday morning. But man almighty, it's close to 8:30, and it's just the adventure. The stories never end on Ice HTV. It's crazy. If you remember Roland, I met him in the parking lot of Leesburg Dodge. He called me about 8 o'clock. Now I woke up this morning about 6:30, but as usual, I start watching these damn series, Animal Kingdom, and I can't let go of the series, and I just end up staying up all night long. So it's usually 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning before I get in bed and go to bed. That turns into being 2 o'clock. Put my hearing aids on just so you know. It's a never-ending challenge. When you're deaf, sometimes being deaf is to your advantage, everybody. Trust me. These hearing aids, you have to put new batteries in them, little cones, and I take them out. I take out the battery, I take out the hearing aids, and I go swimming. I like to destroy the damn things. So then I just leave them out. Usually evening time, I'm about deaf. But here's the thing. So yesterday, it just doesn't end. So yesterday, I'm going to tell you what. I hit the wall. You know what? It was just a day of me just, wow. I mean, I'm not lying. I mean, I've been running every day, and that long day Friday of riding my motorcycle, I think that really caught up to me. So yesterday, man, I just literally had to sit down and take a break and just rest up, which I did. So I just chilled out yesterday had lunch from about noon to about 3 o'clock. Then I got motivated to get the lawnmower out and get the lawnmower blades changed out and then start cutting grass. By that time, it was 3:30, 4 o'clock. So anyways, my body yesterday, it was totally talking to me, just saying, man, you're done. As you get older in life, you just don't have that kill yourself today and you can kill yourself all over again tomorrow. You just don't have that anymore. As you get older, that's what I notice. So anyways, late yesterday evening, I enjoyed, so I cut the grass, you can see, man, this grass, it's insane. It's insane. I'd have to say right now, this is probably one of the most consistent have to cut grass every week summers that we have not had in quite a while. Last summer, it was so dry, I lost some of my plants and trees. But this summer, it just ain't stopping, everybody. And until you ride around that lawnmower for 2-3 hours and get beat the hell out of, you just don't get it. You don't get it. I mean, I didn't even do the field. I didn't even do the front line. I didn't even do all the way in the backwoods. Then the next project I have is the weed whacking and spraying again to kill all the damn grass. It just doesn't end. I mean, it's a lot of work. You get older, you start to realize people's like, you know what? I just can't do this anymore. But it really comes down to this, I don't want to do it anymore. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we get the dogs out and stay tuned for the next story on this morning as we get the dogs out. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Wow, it is a beautiful Sunday morning here. It really is. This is a day truly to be out and about, enjoying your outdoor activities. And I'm already geared up and dressed up. Yeah, I mean, it's a roller coaster right now. It's life. Life's a roller coaster. It really is. I mean, yeah, so it's really interesting here. So Chris reached out to me late yesterday evening, and he said, what are you doing tomorrow? And being funny, I said, I don't know. What am I doing tomorrow? He's kind of like, well, he's like, well, I'm going riding. I said, well, I guess then I'm going riding. So then we, text back and forth. And I'm like, but where are you going? And he's like, I don't know. Where do you want to go? Turns into the tit for tat, texting back and forth over and over again. And so I'm like, yeah, okay. So we go back and forth. So then I think, you know what? Why don't we invite Brian, Gail's husband, to go riding too. So I texted him. Now I'm in the pool. Well, this is all going on now. This is last night, like at, after 7 o'clock, I'm just sitting on the raft, floating around, and we're going back and forth on this conversation. Here's the dogs. They go through these bowls. I remember people saying my dogs don't eat food. I'm thinking, are you blind? One of my subscribers said, what happened to the trach? I'm thinking, are you blind? Good Lord, man. I walk through this shop every day, showing all my goodies here. So anyway, so we're going back and forth. So then eventually I got out of the pool. And now I'm like, you know what? We gotta invite Roland. So just to get these guys in their routine, they go upstairs. You don't need to go upstairs, but I'm gonna put them upstairs. Hey, I can't. Rebel, get over here. Stop it. Come here, Ginger. Ginger, get upstairs. Get upstairs. Come here, Diesel. You don't need to go up there. Come here, Diesel, come here. You're a goofball. You don't need to be up there. Come on, here, boy. So anyway, then I think, why don't we get Roland? Because Roland's back in town. Roland knows like all the back roads, even though there's an app called Calimoto that gives you ways to get around to make it more motorcycle friendly on the back roads instead of the main roads. So anyway, then I texted Roland. So then eventually Roland came into the picture. Well, meanwhile, Gail's husband is not going to go. So I'm like, all right, Brian. So now it's me and Roland and Chris talking back and forth. And so now it's like maybe we go up to Cumberland, Maryland, because Roland knows all the back roads to make it a nice scenic motorcycle adventure. And I'm like, all right, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Let's just go ride the bikes, have some fun. But that turns into, what do we ride? And Chris, I'm saying, well, since Roland has a Gold Wing, let's just make it the Gold Wing day. Would you stop that? Hey, you. You're going to choke. You're going to cough and choke. Just don't do that. Leave me alone. So now Chris is a character because Chris is going back and forth on what he's going to ride. So you want to ride the Rockets? So we went back and forth. So I think the Gold Wings would be good. Maybe I'll ride the Africa Twin. Blah, 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 blah. And so anyways, so whatever. I said, by morning time, we'll all change our mind. So then late yesterday evening, so now the plan is we're going to meet up at Chris's house at like 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Chris at first was like, hey, we'll meet at my house at 8:30. I'm like, there's no way I'll be there by 8:30. I mean, I just am a late night guy. I don't roll out of bed till 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Because I just stay up all night long. That's my problem. So anyways, so we make a 9:30, 10 o'clock date to go to Chris's house and go from there. Now, I wake up this morning about 6:36, and I'm still just really tired. Even to the point, like, do I really want to ride today? It wasn't for Chris even reaching out. Do I really want to ride today? I rode a long day on Friday. I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't know about that. But anyways, I thought, yeah, you know what? Chris obviously wants to ride. I don't know if he rode. I have no idea. I didn't ask him. So now, my phone's ringing. And it wakes me up. And now it's after 8 o'clock this morning, which is 5. And it's rolling. And I'm like, hey. And he's like, what's going on? I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. He's like, well, I'm already up the road. And Chris just texted that he's not feeling well, so he's not going to ride. I'm like, okay. I know this story. And he's like, where are you? I'm like, I haven't even gotten out of bed yet. I said, in fact, if you hadn't called me, I probably wouldn't have woken up till 8:30. You know, it could have been 8:30 or even later. I woke up. So I'd be the late guy to the show. So he's like, well, I'm over here near his place now. I'm like, all right. I said, well, we'll just go ride then. Just come to my house. And he's like, okay. So that's the plan. Roland's going to come over. And we're going to ride motorcycles to where, I don't know, I told him we'll just get a late breakfast or an early lunch or something. I don't know, whatever. Roland just loves to ride. That guy, Roland's the guy that you take with you. If you want to go somewhere, Roland's the guy to go with because he's ridden motorcycles so much. He knows all the areas. He's a guy, you go to Sturgis or whatever you call it. You know, if you're going to go to some big event, the smartest thing you can do is you go with somebody that's been there and done it. If you don't do that, then you're going to learn all the hard knocks of all the mistakes you're going to make to go and enjoy your time because you're going to be the green guy that doesn't know where to go and the ins and outs of what's good and what's not. So anyways, here we are. So what do I ride? I mean, I really need to ride the Africa Twin, but I already know this Africa Twin after a certain amount of time riding that this seat gets to you. And the Goldwing's so nice. I need to ride the Goldwing. So I'm going to ride my Goldwing because what's interesting is Roland and I will have matching Goldwings to a degree. His will be, I think his paint scheme is just a little different. So he'll be coming over any minute here. He called like 35, 40 minutes ago. So where he was, he's a good 40, 45 minutes away to my house. Now, today is definitely a beautiful sunny day. And as long as you're moving, I don't think it'll be too bad. So there he is right there. So that was damn right, wasn't I? Yeah, he's a mover. He's a shaker and mover. So he's a guy that doesn't sit around. Yeah, he's the guy. For me, I don't think I could hang. You know, it's crazy. I just had the remote control. And let me see if it'll hit from here. It does. Perfect. So there he is. So he's a shaker mover. He's a guy that, you know, I'm sure this guy, you know, there's some people that are up at 5:30, 6 in the morning. That ain't me. You know, that just ain't me. That isn't who I am. I'm not an early rising guy. That's the reality. So I never was. I mean, I was back in the day. I had to get to work and drive a frickin' fuel truck and get the day going. But see, here is something. So here's his bike. You know, the thing is about him, you know, as he changed a lot on it, you really wouldn't even know per se that bike's any different year than my bike. I mean, that's the reality. And it's incredible how it's all white. He's the whiteout guy. Hey, I'm doing my YouTube channel, Morning Conversation here. Tell everybody, you're the early bird. You're the guy, you're the shaker mover, get things in order. So that's and it's incredible on how your bike is, what year is it?
2018.
Yeah, 2018. That was my first bike, Goldwing I ever owned. It was the brand new one with the airbag DCT, but I didn't like that DCT. So here, it's incredible on how he and I have really the same bike, but his is a manual, right? Isn't yours a manual?
Yeah.
His is a manual, and it's really, for the most part, now down. What's interesting, though, is the big difference his bike really between his and mine is the back seat area. How they stretch this.
Trunk.
And the trunk's bigger. So isn't that something? So, but his wife...
Yours is prettier.
No, here's a beautiful bike, but...
I like the black and red.
Well, you could do that, you know, realize you really could do that, you know what I mean? Hey, down, hey, down. Everybody sit down. I mean, it would not be hard.
Yours is pretty.
Yeah. Well, right. Well, all are pretty, but the whole point is, what's funny is,
Mine's
your
beat up.
wife said no more riding, so you don't even need a bigger back area.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Because your wife used to two up with you, right?
Yeah.
For how many years?
For a while.
But she's not doing it no more.
No.
But you had a blast down there in Tennessee, didn't you?
Yeah.
I was telling Chris we got to ride the Grobs. Yeah, it's a 45 mile. You're up for anything. I
did
know
3
that.
days on ground.
I know, but the Steed's 45 miles an hour. Did you guys redo them, retune them, or
My
regear them?
brother redid both of his, so
55,
60.
60. So he regeared them.
Yeah, he's got the older ones where you can modify the engines.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and he's into that stuff. Meaning,
Yeah, I know.
you know,
You-
that's
yeah,
why we went to that Smoky Mountain small bore rally.
yeah, yeah. You got a blast. You were there like a week, weren't you?
Week and a half.
Jesus Christ. I told people on
Then we
channel.
went to the BMW rally.
I told people on channel. Roland, he did it right. He doesn't have all these commitments. He can go and do what the hell he wants to go do. You know what I mean? But here's the thing: we're gonna ride the Gold Wing. So for him, if he said he wanted to ride my Triumph Rocket, I'd be like, go for it. You want to ride my Breakout? I wouldn't care. If he said, I want to ride the Africa Twin, I'd be like, cool, ride. You can ride whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. So, all right, but I'm going to end the video here because Roland's here and we got to get geared up. He doesn't. I got to get geared up and get the hell out of here so we can get the day rolling without me babbling along, and we'll bring some video content for you. And say what? You talking to me?
Talking to the
Oh, the other, yeah, you're talking to dogs like I do. I've gone to the dogs. So, all right, we're wrapping up with that, everybody. So, take for the Sunday ride with the Honda Gold Wing riding day. Where do we go? I don't know. We'll see. So, everybody, thanks for watching my channel. God bless, and have a great day.